So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Ninathesimplekenyangal. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell if you're new. And if you have been here, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate that. So without further ado, let's get started. So today I'm gonna start on a good part, on a much better part. We are talking about teenage pregnancy, and is there a solution about it? Of course there's a solution. There is nothing in this world that doesn't have a solution. Yeah, so what is the solution on teenage pregnancy? So the absolute solution is sexual abstinence. Is this possible? Of course it's possible. How is it possible? Make sure you have a good relationship with your daughter, which you can be able to be comfortable enough to talk to them about sex. If it makes them feel uncomfortable, I just have this rule: don't have sex until you are able to talk about it with the person you're having it with. So is that too strange? No, I don't think it's strange, because this is something that really shows how mature you are in it. And another thing, it helps you just be able to face all your challenges head on. What challenges am I talking about? When you go to that doctor to test for STD, are you confident? Like, yeah, I am sure what I'm doing. Yeah. So I think you should put all those factors into consideration. So before we go dive into the disadvantages, let's just roll. So how common is teenage pregnancy? In Kenya, 2020 was like the hit, like teenagers are having sex. Like that's when like the whole Kenya knew. So it's not funny. It's definitely not funny, but this shows one thing: like, we are not communicating with our children, and yeah, it's not okay. So the high of teenage pregnancy is super high, and in a woman 19 years of age or younger is a teen, 19, 13, 16. Like, this should just tell you, no. But a woman can get pregnant if she has vaginal sex with a man at any age. It doesn't matter if this man is smaller than you or older than you. You'll just get pregnant because their sperms are super active. They are super active from when they're 5 years. So what are some of these signs? You know the signs and symptoms of pregnancy, but let me talk to you, teenager. Signs and symptoms of pregnancy as a teenager is: 1, weight gain or weight loss, feeling tired, swelling abdominal, your abdomen swelling, your breasts are tender. It's like you're almost having your period, but your period has been lost for like 2 weeks. Yeah. You have missed your period, or your period is very, very light. You have nausea, vomiting, feeling lightheaded. You might be feeling like so bad. Like, first pregnancy, most of them, they're super terrible, like the nausea, all that stuff. But yeah, so how are teen moms actually affected? And before we go to how they are affected, I'd like to take a moment and tell you, young girls, just be very, very careful when you start having sex, because one thing you're opening yourself up to is, 1, cervical cancer can catch up with you super fast, super early in your life. So you might not get pregnant. You might not have STD. You might be super okay. But let me tell you, my baby, let me just call you baby because you're baby. When you hit your 20s, you're 25, 30, 35, that's when after you get a baby, like before you even get a baby, or you're trying to get a baby, or you're in a very good place and you're trying to get a baby, you come to discover that, oh no, my uterus is damaged. Let me tell you, these things can wait. I'm not gonna tell you this is something I used to be told by my dad, like there's a time for everything. It's definitely true. But nowadays, not all young girls want to hear this. You want everything chap. And I don't know, I'll just pray for you because I really don't know how I can help out there, but rather just inform you guys on the dangers ahead. And I think this is something not everyone says. Like, young girls are super vulnerable, and I would really love parents to just talk to them, talk to your daughters. It's the best experience you can have, to just have someone that will grow up to be like you, the mom. So yeah, so how are they affected? They have a high risk of high blood pressure. This is preeclampsia, and its complications than average age mothers. So this is almost like when you're super late on getting pregnant. This is your 40s, your 50s. You can have these challenges too. So they risk to have premature births and low birth weight. So this is another expense. Yeah, their preeclampsia can also harm the kidneys and even be fatal for the mother or the baby. So these pregnant teens also have a higher chance of becoming anemic. Anemia is the reduction of the number of blood cells in your body. So this can make you feel weak and tired, and can affect your baby's development, because you need to breastfeed, you need to take care of this child. You are a child and you're taking care of a child. I don't like that thinking, but can you just put it in that way? Because a 13-year-old taking care of a newborn and has lost a lot of blood, it's really difficult. Yeah. So they have lots and lots of things that they go through. Especially, they feel isolated, they feel depressed. One, because when you get pregnant and you're a teen, most of your friends will run away from you. Let me just tell you that, because they don't want to be affected. Like, they don't want to carry the burden, and they are young people, so they don't want to be like closed in with you to take care of your child. And that's normal, because as you grow up too, not everyone will stay around when you start having kids. Yeah. So this is pretty common, to feel isolated, which can lead to problems in home and at school. That's why many pregnant teens drop out, because everyone is just gossiping about them. So one, they never complete the education, which means a lot of mothers who get pregnant as teenagers live in poverty. Because let me tell you one thing, education, they say education is the key to success, which is super true, but education gives you a lot of knowledge in knowing how you can manage your life, how you cannot depend on others, how you can cope with the challenges that come in your life, because this is life. You have to face challenges each and every day, and it's super normal. But if you're educated, you don't take, like, it enables you to just see things the way they are, and you don't blame yourself on how things are turning out. Yeah. So how does a teenage pregnancy affect their babies? So A healthy pregnancy lasts for 40 weeks. Well, mine lasted for 30, 39, 38, 38, 39. All right. So a baby that's delivered before 37 weeks, that's a premature baby, yeah? And teen mothers are most likely to have premature babies, because let me tell you, before that baby gets to 38 weeks, you feel like just getting them out. So sometimes these babies lack complete brain development in their bodies and brains. And if you haven't seen a video that I've done about premature babies, go check it out. I did that video just doing research because I knew I couldn't take the pregnancy on. I just wanted it to end, but yeah, thank God we got there. So premature babies tend to be underweight, and underweight babies might have trouble breathing and feeding as infants. So as adults, underweight babies are more susceptible to diseases such as diabetes and heart diseases. So low birth weight can affect brain development, and children who are born underweight have been observed to have learning difficulties. So do I have any advice to the moms who have teenage daughters that are pregnant? Let me tell you, mom, my friend, please don't give this child a lot of pressure, because one thing, their body is going through a lot, and you know, when you are pregnant, you went through a lot. So can you imagine what this child is going through? So what I'd advise you is just be there for that child. Be silent. If you're super angry, just be silent about it, and then let that child get to 38 weeks, 39 weeks. Just encourage them or enable them to push on until they are 38 or 39 weeks. After they deliver, let them be able to take care of the kid. Just be patient. Hold your anger inside. Just be patient to talk about it. And once that baby is born and they are, let's say, 6 months, have a sit down with your daughter and talk about their future. Because one thing I've realized, when a teenager is pregnant, most of them tend to run away from home because there's a lot of pressure on, now what are you planning for your future? They don't know. They're kids. So I'd advise you just, I know it's hard, it's difficult as human beings to just be quiet about a situation you know that could have been avoided, but I'd advise, and let me tell you what this will help. That grandchild of yours will be healthy. That grandchild of yours will not be born prematurely. When that grandchild of yours is born prematurely, you know one thing that will happen? That financial struggle will start even getting to you. So I think when you look at it in that dimension, you'll see the advantages of just keeping your mouth shut and just letting things flow. Just ask God for guidance and patience. If you're super not patient, and if you're super angry, talk to someone about it. Don't go and vent to that kid, because let me tell you one thing, they suffer from depression. After they give birth, a lot of hormones are left, right, center, and then you come there with your own feelings and you have not even delivered. This is the child that has delivered. Please be considerate, be empathetic about that situation. And one thing I am sure, it will change starts from there. Like I'm a big believer on, if you really need change in your life, start from home. Start from home. And this is the end of my video. I hope you've learned something new. If you have any video suggestions, please send them in this email, or you can DM me, you can comment down below. Just do whatever as long as the message gets to me. But I really appreciate your time and your patience. I'll see you guys on the next video. Please stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys. Bye bye.